Hi again, and welcome to Hit the Bar, the Shrimps fans panel. I'll introduce our guests in a minute. Just to say, we are looking for new panellists. If anybody wants to come and join us, you can search for me, Glenn Cooper, on Facebook, and just send us a message, and we'll get you down. With that said, introduce tonight's panel. We've got Gareth, again, long-time supporter, first-time panellist. We've got Brian and Charlie returning, and my mate Paul there, all coming on this week. There seems to be themes going, don't there? The first few weeks it was talking about 1-0 victories. Now we're talking about going a couple of goals down and getting it back to a draw. I mean, I know you all went on Monday night to Fleetwood. Gareth, at half time, could you see us getting back out of that?
No, not in a million years. I was thinking 3, 4, 5. The stand was pretty flat at half time. They were very good. They were tearing us apart, weren't they, really, to be fair to them?
Yeah.
They were moving all over the place. Yeah, so I thought, hiding, must admit.
Yeah. I mean, they were a decent side. In the defeats we've had so far, we've always been in the game, haven't we? And in most of them, we felt we were a better side, but that certainly wasn't the case in that first half against Fleetwood, was it, Brian?
No. I think got to give credit where it's due on this occasion. Going forward, the team's given us the most problems out of anybody yet. I can see them getting to the playoffs if they can maintain that. And like we were saying before, that number 6, I can't remember his name. I don't even remember the thing's name.
No.
I don't know.
Anyway.
He was a beast of a midfield player. But there's some quality there. At half time, I think we were thinking it's going to get worse, but maybe we'll come on to what happened.
Yeah. Charlie, were you hopeful at half time or had you given up?
Well, I say never give up because, at the Crew game when we're 2-0 down, I said we're going to win 3-2 in the second half, and it happened. And then a fan said, well, you're optimistic. And I said, yeah, I know, and then it happened.
Yeah.
We did have one good chance in the first half when we hit the crossbar, but then
From the header, yeah.
I wasn't very optimistic till we began because we made some substitutions that looked positive and we went very attacking.
Yeah. Could you see it coming, Paul? I mean, I know you're always positive with Morecambe, but did you think we had any chance after going 2-0 down?
Once I joined the club, when we were 2-0 down, it went on to Derek Adams, and Derek Adams looked absolutely fed up in the stand. And then we got back to 2-1, and Derek Adams nearly had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
And then everybody was happy.
Yeah. But, I mean, he took the players off who had been overrunning that first half, but they haven't been, have they, this season? The likes of Callum Jones and McAdam have been the kind of mainstay of our midfield, but didn't go right on Tuesday.
No, I think
On Monday, sorry.
too much respect maybe in the midfield. Callum likes the ball at his feet, doesn't he? He's a bit of a ball player. That's to spread it about. But they're just running around him. Like I say, McAdam as well. Big, strong lad, but worry about his work rate sometimes. He doesn't seem to work that hard. Definite player in there, though. Definite player. But, I think we're light in the middle, especially with Songu dropping back into the defence as well. That enforcer's not there as such, is it? But as soon as they changed it, we went a bit more direct. We bypassed the midfield.
Yeah.
We were definitely a threat then, weren't we?
And what did you like about the substitutions? I mean, impressed with anybody in particular, Brian?
Dackers is becoming a bit of an iconic figure already, isn't he? Because he runs around like a mad thing, doesn't he? But he just causes defences problems. And Slew, again, he come off the bench and he's been superb. And you look at it and we just changed the formation a bit and the wing backs got up there and just putting balls in and all of a sudden it's a different game. But I think we made the 4 changes, then they made 2 critical changes sort of halfway through that second half, which I thought it was probably cost them that win.
Passed us the
they're 2 real players that caused us problems. I think whether he thought, we've won this, we're going to rest them. But like the Colchester game, it's cost them. Can I just say again, the fitness was amazing at Colchester. Yeah. Fitness again, I think, got us that point on Monday. So it's something worth bringing up again now.
Yeah, and the support was great, wasn't it, Charlie? You were there leading them all on.
Yeah, I think the support was really good with like because they did set off a flare. I think one of the main reasons we did come back in the second half, if Derek Adams was like out on the bench on the sidelines, he would have maybe sat in so we didn't concede any more.
Oh, right.
Because that's what he used to do.
You think he got a good view of it
Yes.
from up at the top?
I think the assistant manager made one of the right decisions to actually go for it.
Yeah. I mean, and we went for it, and we looked a good side. Could you see us at the end, Paul? Could you see us nicking the win?
Yeah, I could see us nicking a win because, like we had the chance, but I'm happy with the draw. We're better than losing.
Yeah, it feels like a win, doesn't it, when you come back?
Yeah.
And the goal from Hallam Hope, I mean, a ball coming at that height, usually you'd be trying to either head it or get hook your foot round it, but to chest it in, that shows some confidence, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It's the first cross we put in. It wasn't a little floaty one. With the keeper, it was very good. Came out and caught it.
He was tidy, one of the keepers.
He was. That was the first one we
Boxwell.
He sort of whipped across, and from our end, it looked quite scruffy.
Yeah.
He's a bit ungainly. He's put it in, but when you watch it again, it's a very well taken goal.
Yeah.
An instinctive striking goal. It was good to see.
And Jan Songo getting man of the match. I mean, I thought he had a few mistakes in him and a couple of little fouls, but they were obviously impressed with him in the studio.
I just think if you leave him out, you're leaving out all that leadership, all that experience. He just keeps going, doesn't he?
Because at half time, when I heard there was 4 subs, I thought he's bound to be the one that gets subbed off.
But he's there. He's all of a sudden he's up the top end of the pitch there, and a lovely little lob, really, wasn't it? Into there. I mean, he never gives up, and I think he's a big influence on some of the younger players there. Yeah. So those are saying, "Oh, his legs are gone," all this blah blah blah. There's more to it than that. His psychological effect on the team is priceless.
Because otherwise, where is your leadership? Who's your boss in the middle?
Games when he's fatigued, obviously, but I think he's bringing a bit more than what people are seeing.
Because we mentioned last season when he wasn't playing and he was on the sidelines, he was coaching from the sidelines.
Oh yeah.
So now he's doing that from the middle.
He's very influential, and he's organising. He's just one of those sort of players that you think, I want somebody to play for me. He's probably the guy you pick. You play for your life or something. He's the guy, despite everything, you probably won't play for you.
Looking to the next couple of games, we've had a difficult run of games, haven't we, at the start of the season? I think most of the teams we've played have been, in the...
It's relentless, Glenn.
It's one after another.
Do you look at Notts County? Do you make any changes, Charlie, to the starting lineup?
I think maybe we should try Tonda out a little bit more because he's a really good player, but he's not getting used. I think Notts County are a really attacking side, so if we got a draw out of this, it'd be good for us.
What are you looking at, Paul? Next 2 games, because we've got Notts County coming up, and then we've got Bradford on Tuesday at home, haven't we?
I think Notts County, oldest football club in the Football League, and I think it's going to be tough, but I will go with a draw. I would go with a draw, but can I come back to the Fleetwood game?
Go on.
Why did they scored? Why did anybody throw a flare on?
It was silly, that, wasn't it? There were about 20 minutes with
wasn't it? Oh, God,
because I showed it on the TV and someone in the club said, I didn't know how to win was that. And it was, what's the point of spending 20 minutes putting a flare on?
It's silly, wasn't it?
Hours to get it sorted.
You'd think they'd get that sorted when they, I mean, we get tied down, don't we?
Fireman's glove on it, don't you?
Wait, whatever it is. How are you seeing the next couple of games, Gareth? And would you make changes to the starting lineup?
I'd bring Dackers in, I think. He's looking a bit more lively, a bit fitter. Definitely change the game on Monday. Definitely. He was chasing his own little flick-ons and it was a handful, wasn't he? In the first half, the ball wasn't sticking. It was going forward to angle and it was coming straight back. We couldn't get past the halfway line. So I'd definitely bring Dackers in. I quite liked it with Tonda, come back to what Charlie said, and Lewis. So 2 left footers.
Because you think you can't play them both, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
And, Lewis of all the players, I thought on Monday night, he was the standout for us.
Oh yeah,
for me.
he's so
In
creative.
the first half as well,
Yeah.
when we were struggling,
He was
the outlet.
able to push up the pitch
Yeah.
further because of Titonda in there and that.
But defensively,
Yeah.
he's quite flawed. He's not the best defender, but
No.
going forward, I think he's brilliant.
So we may have just stumbled on a new
It's a
formation.
possibility, isn't it? It's a possibility.
Yeah, and I was going to say, do you think that Daka's maybe not starting so far is to do with match fitness? Because he certainly looks the part, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think Derek Adams has got a certain level of fitness he wants, and he came in at the 11th hour, didn't he? So maybe he wasn't at that level, but yeah, we'll see.
Would you start him, Charlie, on Saturday?
Well, I think Derek's using Daka as like a super sub to impact the game, like he did with Slew last season, and still doing now.
So he might carry on doing that, do you think?
But I would like him to start.
Yeah, I think everybody would. Have you been impressed with Daka's, the lad who came off?
Yeah.
Came off the bench onto the.
Yeah, I've been.
He's influenced both games, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, I've been impressed, but like getting back to the Fleetwood game, the subs. If they had come on from the start of the game, do you think we would have won the game?
I don't know. It's always easy to say when they've done that, and the temptation is, isn't it? The temptation is to say, well, that's the team that played well at Fleetwood. Start with that team, but it's not necessarily always the best thing to do, is it, Gareth?
It wasn't really a starting formation, was it? Really,
No.
it was all hands to the pump formation. And we need to get something out of the game, so we sort of just threw everything at it, didn't we? Really, 4 subs at half time, 2 left backs on effectively on the left hand side. So if you started with that team, really got absolutely hammered, wouldn't you? You'd got pelters starting with that.
Because we've played well in the games previously.
It's a balanced settle.
It's about, all right, it's the cliche is don't change your winning team. We've not been a winning team, but we have been playing well. So it's a brave man who changes that for no reason, really.
Yeah. I think we all know what Derek's about after all this what's his third period he's been at the club, isn't it? I mean, I think he does like to keep things cagey, doesn't he? Especially in that first half. He doesn't like to overcommit, and then he's willing to throw the Dakas and the Slews on later if he needs to do it or whatever. But
they were good changes.
Yeah.
Well, they were, and it's brave, isn't it?
Yeah,
he needed doing.
He's playing,
but there's not many managers who put 4 on at once.
Yeah, but I think he could see we were just getting.
And that's management.
If they
that's
what he does.
If they'd have scored the third goal, it could have 4 or 5, couldn't it? But he had to do something there and then before it's too late.
Yeah. But he did say after the game, he took the players off, but he did say, to be fair to them, they've been playing well this season.
Oh yeah.
And it's not often that the teams have overrun us in midfield.
It was a real
So
improvised kind of thing with Tollett on the other side.
Tollett right wing back.
Yeah. It was pretty clever.
That shows you his fitness, because that must be a hard job in football, playing wing back.
Yeah.
Physically,
attacking and defending. It's a hard graft, is that?
Stuart Moore, can we talk about Stuart Moore? Because he's had so much stick, hasn't he?
Yeah. But we all knew he was a good keeper.
We stuck with him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we said he'd never make that mistake again, and he did the weekend. Sorry, Charlie, what?
Just shout up, Charlie.
Shut me up.
On Fleetwood, he did make up for the points that we have lost because of his mistakes in the game, because he did save us with all these amazing saves.
There was a lot of them, weren't there? Feet and arms and elbows and everything being saved. I think what I would do on Saturday is I'd send them out telling them they were 2-0 down.
Yeah.
I think we should be shouting, come on, we're 2-0 down, get back at them, because that's when we play well. But anyway, we're relatively happy with the progress still, Paul.
Yeah, we're very happy now. We're bottom of the table now, but...
and you can't say often that fans are happy with the side when they're bottom of the table.
I'm always happy with that. I'm always happy with Morecambe. But like, you go into Shrim's voice and people are abusing players which they don't like.
We've all done it, Paul. We've all done it.
But I'm happy, and I'm thinking. I think we could get a result.
Well, we'll get a result. We want a positive result. Yeah. That's the thing.
And with Bradford on Tuesday, who are going to be the biggest supporters, Notts County or Bradford?
Well, Saturday you would say Notts County, but Bradford always bring a load, don't they? Anyway, we'll see about that. But we've got 2 games to talk about next week.
Yeah.
And I'm still positive because there very good signs but different signs in the game at Fleetwood.
We're a good coach side, a well coached side, aren't we? To bring that many players in and to do that in such a short time, it's such a good coach.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a look and we'll see what we've got to talk about next week. We've certainly got 2 games to talk about, and hopefully we can be getting our first win. For now, up the Shrimps.